it's Jessica from Crabapple Cove Crochet. I've been not busy, but not, not doing nothing, not doing anything. Um, I am actually, I think, well rested from going crazy in the month of November from the shows that I had. I have two more shows left for this year, and they are this coming weekend, the 12th and 13th. The one on Saturday is outside, and the temperature is supposed to be, I think, 30s to 40s. But we'll see how that goes. But I did not have a show this past weekend. I was able to relax. We had Thanksgiving, then I had a show um, that Saturday, which I will do a short little recap with you about that um, out in Wake Forest. For those of you that don't know, I am from North Carolina. I am in the south part of Wake County, just south of Raleigh. Um, so I had a show the 29th of November out in Wake Forest. Um, and like I said, we'll recap all of that. I won't go into crazy details because I got a lot to show you. I have some stuff that came in the mail that I ordered, and I'm super excited about this one because anybody who's anybody knows what the rainbows and everything means. I got something from that I ordered from What's Up Cupcake. Um, while Christine was having her sale in November. Um, and I held off on doing a video until I got everything that I had ordered over the past week and a half or so. So I have another order from an Etsy order that I ordered some Sinker Eyes. I think I don't remember what else I ordered. So that's going to be a surprise opening that up for me as well. I have a box here um, from Premier because I ordered yarn on their Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I think Cyber Monday sale. Um, I've never tried the new plush yarn, so I ordered a bunch of that and some other stuff that I was needing. But of course, now that that box is here, there's more stuff that I need. So waiting for Premiere to have another sale. Also, I have some other yarn that I found when I was scrolling through Facebook in one of my Facebook yarn groups. I had seen that Ollie's, the discount store, had apparently bought a huge shipment of Bernat yarn, and one of the women in the group had posted this huge picture of like a full display of Bernat yarn, and I zoomed in, and the picture said that everything was $4.99, and for Bernat for $4.99, we all know, if you know, you know. So there are three Ollies in the area that I'm in, one in Cary, and then there's one a little south of me. I went to two, um, and I will show you what I was able to get there. It wasn't a big selection, but I did get some stuff. Um, so, like I said, no show last weekend. I was able to relax. I actually drove with my husband up to Virginia for the weekend to see some family and before the holidays. And my brother drove down from New Jersey, and we drove up from uh, North Carolina. We met in Virginia, and we hung out for the weekend, and we came back. And then this is new to me, but um, I work for the school district here, in Wake County, and we didn't have school Monday or Tuesday because of the weather, and that is something that never really happened in Texas. So I had some time to get some things done. Tuesday, I had a dentist appointment, had some dental work done, still recovering from that. Um, but anyway, so let me pull up my stats from the show on the 29th. Let's see, sale. For the 29th, this was what was it? Was it from 10 to 4, so a 6-hour show. Um, like I said, out in Wake Forest, had a tiny little space. It was another 6x8 setup, so we did okay. We did good. Um, I learned that my little power bank will not power Christmas lights very long, so I'm gonna insert here um, the video clip that I have of us setting up and everything, and you can see I have my Christmas lights on in that, but I almost killed my power bank because it's a tiny little power bank that I have that I usually use to just run my iPad and the Square reader. So, but yeah, I'm gonna insert that here so you can see what everything looked like. And so, like I said, it was a different setup for us. We were trying to make it work with that corner being on the end and having traffic going both ways. So, but that being said, the coordinators for this event, they were wonderful. They were fabulous. The communication was great. They kept coming by the booth, making sure we were doing okay. They would ask me, they were like, "So how are you doing?" And I told them what I tell everybody. I don't pull up my sales information until my husband and I are in the truck, loaded up and going back home. So I never know how well I'm doing until the event is over. Because I don't know, then I feel that that might either put me in a good mood, a good mood or a bad mood. And I don't want that to affect how, I present myself because this is my face and I can't do anything about it. Um, and I usually look grumpy most of the time, but I try and smile when I'm at shows. Um, but yeah, so for that 6-hour set of sales, we did actually pretty well. Let's see, I believe we had 20 transactions, um, and total sales for that day was $381. So almost 400 for 6 hours. Um, a lot of the stuff that I made in in preparation. The Yetis, the little pandas, they didn't sell. I sold some stuff that I had been hanging on to for a while. I had this large whale. It was a all from jade whale, and I have had that for over a year, and I just it sold, and I was surprised. I mean, that was going to be one of my next you know, raffle prizes to go, because that's that's what everybody does, things that go slowly, you know, in order to get rid of them, or, make room for new stock. You go ahead and give that stuff away as your door prizes, and things like that. So that will bring me around to the new stuff that I've made. Um, I I think I thought about it, and I think I'm good on smaller things that I have. But I need to make some medium to larger sized items that I can put a higher price dollar amount on, um, so that I can have not as much stuff, but still have the booth look full. So I started with and every y'all know these, the Snuggle Beans spluters. So I went out and I looked at her patterns, and I was trying to think, I might want to start getting ready for spring, see how things go. So I ordered, it was a 3-pack, um, one of her bundles. All right. And so I have this Beans, the bunny. Um, I attached the ears a little incorrectly. I didn't fold them. Um, so they're a little floppier than normal, but um, for the next one I make. But he is adorable. These are with the sinker eyes that I bought from AliExpress, that don't come with the colored discs. So I cut the discs out of some glitter vinyl that I have, cut them out on my Cameo, not my Cameo, on my Cricut. I keep saying my Cameo, but so yeah, I have more of that color. This is like a light pink. Um, so because I think he looks really cute. She. I didn't make the fluffy tail. I stuck with the regular. And this is made out of Bernat. This is Bernat blanket in sand, and the antique white, I believe. So yeah, so that's him. Still not 100% sure on pricing. I'm thinking anywhere between 35 and $40 for him, um, because of, the time and the eyes, and all of that. Um, and after I made that one, I went ahead and made another one. I made the bear. Now, in her pictures, she uses the regular black um, eyes. So I figured I was just going to give it a shot with the regular eyes. Maybe the next one I make, I'll use the larger sinker eyes. Um, but I have the little flocked um, brown noses, and this is done in oh my gosh, why is it not the chenille braids? This is caramel, however you want to say it, and this is sand, because I discovered I am all out of steel cut oats. But again, super cute. Looking at the pattern, you would think that it's a little difficult and everything, but I was the only thing I messed up on was I had to remake his ears, because I didn't didn't quite get the instructions on the ears. And then when I went to attach them, I realized that I had added an extra row, and it's just, so. But yeah, so I have my little bear, right? So again, he's going to be probably somewhere between 35 and 40, him. And then when you're on a roll, you're on a roll. I also made the splooting fox, and I did the option of the black um, feet. And what I did is I sewed his tail on backwards. It's supposed to be opposite way, but I really don't think anybody's going to notice. But I did add, since he has the black feet, I did the white, and then the part of the pattern, when you're ending and you're transitioning from the white to the orange color, um, the last two rows of the white that are the same stitch count around, I just did black. And I figured, since he has got the black, I also want to put the little black tip on the ears, which I also put the ears on differently. I believe this is supposed to be the bottom, or this is supposed to, one of them is supposed to be the bottom of the ear. But I liked how they looked there. They were a little bit more pointy. Um, and I liked the way that they looked that way. So I sewed them on that way. Um, Again, these are the sinker eyes that I got from AliExpress with some gold vinyl that I cut on my Cricut. This was done in Bernat blanket in the color orange leaf and black, and the antique white, I believe, is whatever the creamy colored white color. So again, he's going to be 35 to $40. So I have those three splooters that I made. Um, Then I had been wanting, I bought this a couple weeks ago when I bought the pattern from Robin at Knotting Hook Crochet. I had bought her possum, and I also bought Nibbles, the country mouse. I just hadn't had a chance to make Nibbles. So I did, and this, my goodness, is just so darn cute. Robin, this is an amazing pattern. Super easy. Um, I was a little unsure about the ears, because it says in the pattern that I think the pretty side is supposed to be facing backwards, but I don't know. I sewed them on with the pretty side facing forward. This is done in Chenille Brights. This is the periwinkle color. And again, this is sand, because I don't have any steel cut oats, and maybe I'll make a brown one. Also, I remembered the tail. I know everybody's always talked about how they forget the tail. Um, but yeah, he came out really cute. I made a second one in pink. I have to make the the belly pocket. I was thinking about not doing it, because this one, boy, and he's got the pocket, and a girl, and she doesn't have a pocket. I don't know. Um, we'll see what my brain actually lets me do. Um, but yeah, so I have two nibbles. I want to find a cute little pattern for a cookie, because believe it or not, I don't have a cookie pattern, and my brain just can't even think about what to do as far as making the cookie. Um, so I'm gonna look on uh, Instagram and see what I can find. I used smaller eyes on the blue one. I believe these are 12 millimeter, and these are 14 that I used. So either of them look fine, but it works up really quick. Um, and I think the way I was looking at it is, I thought that it would be a little challenging for me with, the shoulder straps, but the shoulder straps are so easy to put on. Um, Really clear instructions. So if you're thinking about getting nibbles, I would definitely go ahead and go for it. Um, I noticed at the craft fair on the 29th that I didn't have any pigs left. So I made another chunky pig. This is the chunky pig. Cannot remember where it's from. Like I said, I'll put it on the screen, but um, I'm gonna make another one. And she has instructions for like a muddy pig, where I think one ear is brown and it's got like patches of brown that are supposed to be mud, like a dirty pig. I was thinking about making another one of these, but so far I've got one remade. And then the last thing I made was I was watching Christine from What's Up Cupcake, or Hey There, I don't, my brain is fried. And she had shown on her channel um, the Cat Bee by Magic Filament. So I was like, I need some bees because all of my bees are, well, not all of them. The black and yellow bees that I had are all sold. Um, and I'm running low on cats, like loaf cats. But I want to get out of making the loaf cats. Um, but this cat bee is just precious looking. Um, the great thing about it is that the ears are surface crocheted on, the wings are surface crocheted on, the tail is the only thing that you have to sew on. Um, and you just got to make sure you line up your bobbles for the feet correctly. Um, so yeah, so I made two of them. This one I gave little blushy cheeks, and this one I'm a little off on my nose, but who knows? Somebody will love them. So I was thinking that this would be more of a boy cat bee with no blush, and then this one is a girl cat bee with the blush cheeks, but really cute pattern from Magic Filament. I don't I don't know if it was the yarn I used because again, this is Chenille Basics. This is the caramel, and the this is banana, and I used a number 6 hook. So I don't know if it's my yarn, if it's the size hook or whatnot, but the pictures from her, the face is like flat, and I liked the way that that looked. But because of your magic ring and everything, I might, instead of a six chain or 6 crochets into the magic ring, I might bump it up to 8 so I don't get so much doming, and then just adjust for the rest of the pattern, so that we eventually get to, I think it's 30 that the body is. Um, but yeah, this is really cute, really fast. I tried timing myself with this one, which never works well for me because I stop, I take a drink, I look around, I see what the dogs are doing. Um, but I tried to focus. I tried to stay focused while I did the second one. And with I don't like to carry yarn when I go because I feel like all those strings on the inside just I can't. So I cut and I what do you call it? I tie off and I start again when it's a new color, when you're adding the color back in and everything. With all of that and putting the eyes and the blush and making the whole thing, it took me a little bit over an hour, which for me and the way I focus was actually pretty good for me. So yeah, so that's everything that I made um, as of today. Today's Thursday. I have tomorrow to make some more stuff. I've been wanting to. make some of the some more of the little cat in the bed and the dogs in the bed and everything, but um I I don't know. Sometimes I get the ambition and then it's fleeting. Same thing with I was influenced and I went and bought the dogs in the bed pattern that Robin is in love with and is doing well for her. The oblong ones from the designer that we can't say her name. Um, I have that, but then I look at my brain gets overwhelmed before it starts doing a project. And that's one of the things that I have to work on. I get overwhelmed when I start reading a pattern. I never read a pattern all the way through. And sometimes that turns around to bite me in the butt. Um, but I get overwhelmed when I look at it and then, I go ahead and I do the pattern and I'm like, oh my God, that was so simple. Kind of like, my bunny friend. It looked overwhelming to me, but I sat down and did it and it was actually, they're really simple. Um, so I'm going to start off with what I got from Ollie's. So um, they had some they had a lot of this other style Bernat. It looked more um, material, ropey kind of. I don't know. The only thing I can picture you doing with it is like making like a basket or something maybe. I don't know. I didn't even look to see what it was called because I was never going to buy it. So I got 3 different colors because that's really all they had. Um, and I got 2 of each. So I have this one, which is going to be great for some myrtles. I'm going to be using this to make myrtle turtles. I'm going to make I think I'm going to make some snakes with this because of the variegation. This one is called mini succulents. So I have 2 of them. And then I have this one is the tie-dye-ish style. Um, it is, see, it was $4.99. So I was happy about that. This is wispy white. Again, I'm going to be making some myrtles in this. I was also thinking about making some cats. I just bought today another one of Snuggle Beans patterns, the 3-pack that has the cat, the dog, and I forget what else. But whatever that 3-pack is, I have that. So I was thinking about doing a cat in this, and I meant to say that when I said I wasn't going to be doing loaf cats anymore. Um, I think I'm going to switch over to making cats like the Snuggle Beans splooters because they're relatively easy and I think they're a lot cuter than a loaf cat. And um, like I know a lot of people have been saying that the market is oversaturated um, on loaf cats, and I agree. So I don't want to be stuck with loaf cats that don't really sell. And then the third color I have is this baby blanket in frosting. It is called Pottery Wheel. Um, so again, I'm envisioning myrtles and maybe some other stuff. So yeah, like I said, I got two of each of the colors. So this one didn't have a band on it, but um, I'm also thinking about taking a ride down to the third Ollie's that I have in my area and seeing if they have any other colors because I like using the Bernat blanket. It's comparable to me with chenille brights. So it works for me. It doesn't, my hands are not, I don't think I've been crocheting as long as a lot of these other creators where they have the bad hands. Every now and then my hands will get tired and stiff, but not to the point where, I'm wearing, wrist braces, or crochet gloves. I tried wearing crochet gloves and I have the ones that are like lycra with the silicone on it, and I just don't like that the yarn sticks to the silicone and it doesn't flow freely through my fingers because I wind it through my fingers. Some crocheters don't. So yeah, so now let's go ahead and open this because I have not opened it. Okay. All right. Woohoo. All right, so right off the top, I have my tie-dye colors. I ordered some tie-dye colors. This one is the Technicolor, which I've made the myrtles with that. And then I have the daisy chain. And I wanted to try this one. This is In Harmony. And then this one, I think I have this one already, or no, I don't think I do. Ocean Swells in the tie-dye Premier Basics. Okay, and then I believe I got two of the colors that I ordered two of them. So I have two of bubblegum. I have two of grapefruit. I ordered colors because I wanted to make another one of the jade octopi that I made in my last video, but I used Parfait Chunky and they came out smaller. So I wanted something a little bit thicker because I know the last one that I had made, I made with Sweet Snuggles, bleh, Sweet Snuggles Light. So I wanted to try and get the colors, the pastel-y colors. So that's why I've got the grapefruit gum. And then we've got two of the lilac. And then they didn't have like a kiwi color green. If they did, it wasn't in stock. So I got two of these. These are the chartreuse. So I need to make some frogs because I don't have any green frogs left. The ones that I had sold at that one crazy market. Then I've got two mint. I have two cotton candy. They did not have teddy bear in stock, which I was kind of upset about because I wanted that because I wanted to make another one of the Snuggle Beans bears, but oh well. They did have rust, which to me it's a little bit of a darker teddy bear color. So I'm probably going to use this to make another bear. Two of the chocolate, right? This is chocolate. Yes, two of the chocolate. Two of the cream, and then two white, and then I don't know, maybe it's just me and the way I put the order in. I have one black, I have one blue, that's all it says is blue, and then I have one forget-me-not. So might be able to use these two to make some more blueies because I haven't had bluey in a while. The two that I had made a while back had sold all at the one show that I was at. So, all right. I'll put all that away when we're done. And then let's move on to my packages from Etsy. This is from the shop that I ordered this from was called Felt Avenue on Etsy. I will link them in the description box if I remember to do that. Hopefully I will. And let's see what I ordered because I don't really remember. I know that there's some eyes in here, but that's about it. Okay, so they're wrapped in these really cute little Christmassy bags. So let's see. Scissors. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right. I ordered eyes and mouths for my Pokemons, for my what is this? Who's the purple guy? I can't remember his name, but the red eyes and the teeth. So I think I got 3 of them. And then this I got 2 different sizes because I wasn't sure. So, oh no. I think I got 3. Who knows? Who knows what I did? I would have to look at the invoice, but I've got 3 different sets. So yes, I can make more of those. Noses. I ordered some noses, which I mean, I know I can cut them out, but sometimes you just don't wanna. So I got 2 different sizes, I believe, in the noses, or maybe it's like I said, is there an invoice in here? No, figures, because I don't remember anything. And then these, I thought these would be interesting. These are tongues for snakes. Apparently you crochet it in using the holes, and then, it'll just be, I thought this was a great idea. So I ordered those. So when I have to make more snakes, so when I do that, I will make sure I show you guys how that goes. And these must be my eyes that I ordered. Okay. Come on. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me open these up. I believe I ordered 35 millimeter because, like I said, I was planning on doing the spluters. I do not remember what color that is, but I got blue. And I've got 2 of them. And what else do I have? I got purple. Purple. And a nice shine to them. I've got those. And I've got 2 sets of those. And then I think I got a dark pink. not picking up really. A little bit. So yeah, it's like a darkish kind of pink. And I got 2 sets of those. Okay. And oh, and then I got a lighter pink, like a hot pink. And these are the backs that they came with. Okay. And I have 2 sets of those. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Did I get 14 pairs of eyes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 16 sets of eyes. So yeah, so I ordered those. So guess it's a good thing I oh, they fell out of the bag. Good thing I got myself a new what do you call it? Case to hold my eyes. Because I'm getting into the bigger eyes. I like them a lot. So, but again, this is from Felt Avenue. And the prices weren't really bad. So, you know. And then there was one. Okay, let's open it up from Christine. And again, everything in this video I bought with my own money. I didn't ask for anything, and I'm just sharing it with you. So here's my little thank you from her, and the cute little paper clips that we see in all of her little videos. Okay. Cute packaging. Let's see. My little bag of there's my little stitch marker and some stickers. And I had a hard time getting eyes because she was having her sale and she was almost out of everything. A lot of stuff was in stock with the white pupil, but if you wanted something with the black pupil, a lot of them were sold out. So, but these are her Razzle Dazzle. Look at that shine. And they're 30 millimeter. I think I got 2. Yes, I got 2 of those. I can't wait until she reads her stuff. And then I wanted a stitch marker. I wanted one of the cute ones because I have like all the little plastic ones that you get from everywhere. But this one, I saw this and I thought this was adorable. This is a little, let's see if I can, the little unicorn. And I love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors, but got that. Yay! And then I kept hearing about her or amigurumi sticks, which right now I just use thin knitting needles. Like here, I'll show you. Oops, sorry. These are my amigurumi sticks. I'm using a 4 knitting needle and a 5 knitting needle. I also have some bamboo ones out by the couch that I use, but so I ordered these because I saw this on her website and I thought it was me to a T because it's fine. Everything's fine. So, yep, there we go. Excuse me. But yeah, so this is going to be perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Whoops. Just wrecking the place over here. Okay. So there we go. I got my amigurumi stick. And that's everything that I got from Christine. So that will wrap it all up. Um, so, like I said, I have 2 more shows this coming weekend. One of them is outside. The other one I think is inside. I'm hoping that it's inside. Um, but we'll see. And I will hopefully take some video of both of them and share it with you. And then I am going to be like, 'twas the night before Christmas. I'm going to settle down for a long winter nap. Um, go hibernate for a couple of weeks, but I'll be crocheting because I definitely want to get some of the new things from my booth prepped and ready and everything. I don't plan on doing any kind of shows in the month of January. I am definitely taking the month of January off from market because from from selling things in the past after the holidays, it dies down because, with the economy and everything, um, and people just spending a lot of money for Christmas, they're pretty tapped out because Lord knows I'm going to be tapped out. Um, but yeah. So gonna try and make that dirty pig. So if I get him made, I will video him at the show and show you guys how he came out. And I'm gonna start um, on a splooter kitty, and we'll see how he comes out, how they come out. Because now that I got my eyes, super excited. So until next time, when I am doing my recap, I can't promise when it's going to be, but everybody stay safe, stay warm, and we will talk to you soon. Bye now.